It appears the drama in the Smash scene is finally over after a few weeks. That could be the plot for a Disney Channel original movie featuring an evil mega corporation and a good guy who turned bad and a bald person. But it all seems to be wrapping up after two major announcements happened last night. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the skinny of it is there were supposed to be two circuits, two World Cups, if you will, for Smash that both ended in December. They were going to be the biggest events of the year. And one of them got canceled by Nintendo, and it appeared that there was some strong arming by the other circuit to convince Nintendo to shut that one down. Or at least leveraging the knowledge that Nintendo would shut that down to get everybody to watch Panda Circuit, the one that didn't get shut down, instead. So that's the skinny of it, but I made a couple other videos. You want to check them out. What is the update? Well, it's from Panda, the people whose circuit was still going to happen. They literally had the license from Nintendo for it to happen, but after Smash World Tour got canceled, everybody who was supposed to participate in it left. All the commentators wanted to leave. Even the people who were organizing the event and worked at Panda wanted to leave. And they could not really operate under those pressures, so they dropped this announcement, which said, Panda has heard the concerns of the Smash community and is taking immediate action. Now, the only problem I have with this statement is it's their second attempt at it. They dropped a statement a week ago. I made a video about it, and it was kind of lackluster. It was like, hey, we know this event is getting shut down, but, you know, we're still doing our thing and whatever. And we know our CEO was trying to strong arm other corporations into getting broadcasting rights because of their relationship with Nintendo, but hey, that's not our problem. And so this isn't immediate action. It is an immediate reaction to the community's outcry after the last announcement. Anyway, they do continue, and they say, Allen is no longer CEO. Again, that's Dr. Allen. He's a doctor, by the way. Effective immediately. In the interim, Panda employees are working with outside advisors to form a temporary interim management committee to act as a CEO to navigate this critical time. Basically, everybody who works there wanted to quit. Everyone who was signed to there wanted to quit. And so they need somebody to handle all of that and maybe get people to not quit or get people to quit, but figure out how that looks with contracts and things like that. It's tricky. It's not as easy as saying, I leave in a tweet. That's like what Michael Scott would do. It's not how the real world works. But the other kicker is that due to security concerns for our staff and contractors, the Panda Cup finale is postponed. I would also say their concerns would be that it feels like nobody who was working there even wanted to do it outside of security concerns, but for sure, it can't happen. The event is done, and they're working on refunds to all the people who registered. So we went from two events to end the year, two circuits, down to one circuit, down to fucking 0 circuits, in part to the fault of Nintendo and Dr. Allen of Panda. Now, the immediate question that I had in that LD, one of the co-founders of Beyond the Summit, one of the most respected broadcasters in the Smash scene, asked, what is missing from the statement is any mention of Allen, Dr. Allen, the CEO of Panda, who is now stepping down, divesting his interest in the company. My understanding is Allen owns Panda and basically controls the company. At first blush, this sounds like damage control and a desperate attempt at grabbing a life draft. Now, I totally believe that a company has its right to try to exist. I think Panda should try to exist. There's a lot of employee salaries at stake here, and that's people's livelihood. That's how they get food on the table, rent paid. You know, they need a job. And so I don't blame Panda for trying to exist. I think they should be able to exist in some way. The problem is, how is it meant to exist when Dr. Allen has such a terrible reputation after the accusations that he was strong-arming other people in the Smash scene to either leave the Smash World Tour or to give themselves broadcasting rights for free. So it's a tough situation to navigate because of that. And the fact of the matter is Allen still owns Panda. That's elephant in the room. Even if he's not CEO, he still owns it. He still gets to make calls or at least get the added benefit of the calls that are being made. Now, what is Allen saying in these times is the second announcement, and the second thing we should be wondering. You know, this is what we need to know is, hey, you're the owner of it. What do you say? Because all the announcements so far have come from unknown Panda Global entity. I don't even know who this is at Panda. So Allen tweeted out himself, I have stepped down as CEO of Panda to protect the safety and well-being of the team. My statement with evidence is coming. Interesting. And then he posted a screenshot. In a slight, and this doesn't really matter, but it pissed me off. The statement or the screenshot has such a small amount of text that it could have just fit in the tweet. You get 280 characters. It doesn't even fit because it's a bad screenshot. It's like a screenshot from like a notepad or anyway. Smash World Tour lied, bullet point 1, and BTS leadership put the community in jeopardy, 2. This is kind of like a burn all bridges on the way out statement from Alan. It kind of reminds me of Papa John when he left Papa John's, minus the racism, of course. But, you know, when he left Papa John's, he was like, he went full heel. And Alan seems to be doing the same here. It seems that he is totally against the statements that were put out by Smash World Tour and corroborated by the Beyond the Summit and many other players in staff and trusted community members who were backing up those community members. So a bit of a surprise statement from Alan. I thought he would be more remorseful, apologetic of the things that even Panda admitted they knew that he did. AKA, again, strong-arming the largest, most respected broadcaster in Smash to give Panda free streaming rights under threat of not being able to do anything with Nintendo in 2023. That's what happened, and it's been confirmed by Panda that happened. I don't know how you don't even apologize for that at all. You know, it seems like he's saying the reason I'm stepping down is because I have to, not because I've done something wrong here. And as you can imagine, because of Dr. Allen's tweet here, it kind of fell on deaf ears. In fact, more people decided to leave Panda after that announcement as opposed to what it was supposed to do, which is, I assume, maybe bring some people back. Little Z, who's a content creator, said, I'm leaving Panda. Panda Punk, who is a really popular Street Fighter V player and future Street Fighter VI player, also leaving Panda. And then Plup, probably the single most popular esports player on Panda, is now quitting Panda. Now, I'll be honest, I am I'm super excited. I'm like edge of my seat, keeping on notifications for Dr. Allen to see the evidence he is talking about. Because the one question that has bothered me this entire time is why? He's a doctor. You're supposed to be smart if you're a doctor, right? What was his thought process? What did he think would happen after trying to strong-arm these community members? Did he think that it would just, you know, he'd be able to get away with it? Was there a different motive? Is the story not fully accurate? I mean, I tweeted as much. I'm literally looking forward to the evidence. Because after me speaking not only to the people publicly and reading those statements, but also privately to community members and getting in stories that can't really be told because of, you know, certain concerns with lawyers, whatever. All signs point to Allen just trying to get as much control as possible through Nintendo with whatever relationship he had there to provide as much value to the scene as possible. But that would only happen if he could burn the scene as we know it down to the ground first. Which I don't know. Maybe he thought he was fighting for the right cause. Maybe he thought that Nintendo banning events and not giving license was an inevitability. And because he had a good relationship with Nintendo to get licensing, they might as well do it through Panda, because without Panda, no events are going to happen and Nintendo's going to shut everything down. Maybe that is the only like shred of hope I can believe for Allen, and that's why he was really trying to play the bad guy, because the real bad guy was behind the scenes. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to the statement. We will see what it is, and I'll surely make a video if it is anything substantial. And I want to leave you on something that I thought was quite beautiful from the GOAT, a.k.a. Mango, that kind of encapsulates everything that the community feels about what's happened.
You can take my controller, my GameCube, my CRT. I'll tell you something, I'll play Melee in my fucking mind. As long as Melee lives, I will play, and if you take it all, we'll fucking play in a garage. 20 people there, hot, sweaty, gross, me versus Zane behind a 7-Eleven for 25 bucks. And that's what it's always going to be. You don't understand that the money, the fame, nobody gives. Anybody who wants to be a top player gives no fucks about that. So if you try to shut us down, you'll never shut us down. You think you might, but I promise you with all my soul, you got nothing on the Melee community. These fucks are the cockroaches of esports. You try and kill them, they can't kill them. These motherfuckers just keep going, dude. So you can try. You're not going to succeed, whoever you are. Just remember that. Remember.
And that's a pretty beautiful statement. Don't know how he has those way with his words, but it is a beautiful statement. And so we have no circuits now, no tournaments at all. Stop. Nope. That's where I come in, baby. It feels good to be a fan of something and also have money, because this is, I think, what everyone who's a fan of whatever game you like, whether it's Smash, Rocket League, an FGC game, whatever it is, being able to fund events that you want to see come to life it's cool. And so anyway, blessed to be in this spot. Thank you everyone who subscribes and watches these videos. It's part of the reason why I'm able to lose $100,000, $200,000 on a Smash event, because I make a lot of money doing these. So I do appreciate that. I am running the Scuffed World Tour. It's going to be December 18th with no other event running at the same time. It'll be the last major event of the year, unless something else is announced. And it will feature 16 of the best players in the world for both Melee and Ultimate. And we're going to do 8 people who were supposed to be invited for Smash World Tour for each game, so that we, give some credit to that event. But now that the Panda Cup is also gone, it only makes sense to invite 8 more people who are just the most deserving. Maybe they played the best this year. Maybe they've gone to like a lot of events and they've showed their value. Maybe they were supposed to be invited to Panda Cup. Those are the 8 we're going to try to invite. I'm sure it'll ruffle some feathers that we can't invite certain people and we're going to invite some others, but cut me some slack here. I'm running an event 2 weeks before it's supposed to happen, while I also have a chess boxing event I got to worry about, because that's happening December 11th at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be streaming live for free on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Ludwig. So I got some things on my plate. Anyway, thank you all for watching. That's enough. A bit of a stall at the end there. See you later. Subscribe. All right, goodbye. See you later. Have a good one. Goodbye. Whoo.